Hey guys, Greg here with another video, and today I'm talking about the N64 Classic. The Nintendo 64 Classic. We are living in the heyday of retro gaming today. You have many current and future options to play all of the games that define your childhood or adulthood. On miniature versions of the original consoles, Nintendo started the mini console segment with the Nintendo Classic Edition and later followed up with the SNES Classic Edition. Sony has stepped into the retro segment with recently announced PlayStation Classic, packing 20 games in style almost identical to the original. On a smaller scale, Nintendo has been good for one Classic Edition console per calendar year, with last year's offering being the SNES Classic Edition. A new EU filing hints that Nintendo is planning to toss a Nintendo 64 Classic Edition onto the market. Rumors suggest that the Nintendo 64 Classic Edition could land before the end of the year. The first hint this console was in the works came closer to the European Union, when a trademark application was filed for the N64 controller. Fast forward to May of this year, and another trademark filing for the N64 surfaced in Japan. On the other hand, the coming retro console has surfaced again from something or whatever company I can never pronounce. And this filing shows a black and white image of a classic Nintendo 64 controller. The N64 had a Trident-style controller with the analog stick on the center fork. They had registered and published a trademark from May that showed the black and white photo of the N64 controller, more than a year after Nintendo filed it. The deal with this filling of the black and white line art image of the N64 controller is that very much looks like the similar application that Nintendo filed for the NES Classic Edition. The line art of the original Nintendo rectangle controller and the line art image later turned up on the top of the box of the NES Classic Edition. A similar rendering of the Super Nintendo controller is on top of the SNES Classic Edition box. A line art drawing of the N64 controller doesn't show definitely that the N64 Classic is coming, but it is certainly a strong hint with the success of the NES Classic and the SNES Classic. Nintendo will most definitely continue with striking down classic consoles, and Nintendo packs in N64 Classic with GoldenEye and some of the other awesome games from the era. There's no doubt that the sales will be strong. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'll see you guys next time.